If you know me, you know that I like a good party. And so today I want to ask you, how are you celebrating? Do you have banners, streamers, cakes, fireworks? How are you celebrating this incredible occasion? Maybe you're wondering what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Ascension Day, of course. That's today, 40 days after Easter, the day where we celebrate that Jesus was lifted up to heaven. Normally we don't celebrate when someone that we love and care about leaves us, but here's some reasons, just a few, why Ascension Day is totally worth celebrating. In Acts 1, we're told that as Jesus was lifted up, that he was hidden from their view by a cloud. That's not a comment on the weather. They're not saying, oh, it's a pretty cloudy day, we couldn't see him very long. They're saying that God the Father was present. He's represented by clouds throughout the New and the Old Testament. And so here they're saying again, God the Father was there, and God the Father is the one who lifted him up. Here's another reason we can celebrate. Jesus promised that he would go up to heaven, so he's fulfilling his promise. If he didn't do that, then he's a liar and he's not God, but he did, and he always keeps his promises. So he promised that he'd go up to heaven, and he promised that he would come back down again to take us to be with him. That's another great reason to celebrate Ascension Day, that Jesus keeps his promises and he is in fact God. Here's another great thing to celebrate at Ascension Day. Often we hear the phrase that Jesus sits at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. That is not a seating chart. Jesus didn't get to heaven and say, where's my chair? What table am I at? The right hand talks about the power and authority. That Jesus is seated now with God the Father with all the power and authority to do whatever he needs to do. That's great news for us because that means that he has the power to forgive sins, the power to give new life, the power to do all those other great things that he's promised to do with us and for us and through us. Here's one more thing we can celebrate at Ascension Day. We can celebrate that he's close to us. Sure, Jesus ascended, but by that power and authority, he's also now closer than ever. Close to us through his word, and close to us through baptism, close to us as he sends the Holy Spirit to us, close to us in the body and blood, the bread and the wine of the Lord's Supper, closer now than ever before. So yes, Jesus has ascended, and yes, he's closer than ever, and yes, he has power and authority, so yes, we should totally celebrate Ascension Day, so enjoy your celebrating. I hope to see you soon.